See, from the banker's side, banking lawyers, okay, whenever you are giving any loan to any builder, okay, home buyer, please check the credentials of that person. Okay, many a times people give false documents or fabricated documents just to get loan and misappropriate the loan. So you check the credentials of that person, especially if you talk about builder. You should see whether that person has got the ability to complete the project. His own financial standing should be strong. Plus, do a thorough title search of the plot on which builder is going to come up with the project. It's very important. If you don't do it, the project is going to run into problems. It's very important. Plus, make sure that the builder opens the bank account for booking the apartments in your bank only. You understand why I'm saying this? That if he books an apartment and collects the money from the home buyers, as per RERA Act 2016, 70% of the money should be kept in a separate account in the name of the project. He cannot withdraw money for the purposes other than the construction activities in that particular project. So you make sure that he opens every account, like the project account is with your bank. Okay, his loan account is with your bank. All his transactions are with your bank, to make sure that he starts repaying. Also, more than starts repaying, he completes the project. I'm sorry, he completes the project. If he completes the project, then obviously the bank's money will come back. If he is not able to complete the project, everything goes for a toss. The bank is at loss, the home buyers are also at loss. So make sure about the builder's project. Plus, as I've told you, 712 extract is one of the most important document which determines the title of the plot on which the project is going to come up. So these things are very, very important. Plus, when you are lending loan to anybody, home buyer, project loan, or OD facilities, overdraft it is called as, okay, OD facilities, or CC, cash credit, in all these cases, to the business houses, to factories, to small time traders and all. Now there is something called as this thing, credit against stock, okay, or rolling stock. Many I have seen many traders or manufacturers, they take credit facility from the bank by showing the stock on the books. Meaning they will show you the stock book that I have got stocks worth 50 lakhs or 1 crore. They call it as rolling stock also. Rolling stock means what? Let us say cotton bales, meaning big bundles of cotton. Okay, let us, those manufacturers who manufacture cotton bales, they keep big bundles of cotton in their factory. Against that, they take loan. Okay, but many a times bankers don't do the due diligence, meaning they don't go to the factory and physically check the presence of cotton bales. They will just show it on the book that I have got cotton bales worth 1 crore, so I need loan worth, let us say, 80 lakhs, but they don't have cotton bale worth even 1 rupee. So when you have given them the loan, that money is gone, because that person may be in some kind of problem, some kind of trouble. His business is completely out or shut. But just because he has said, you believe him and you don't check it physically. I will tell you one more thing. If you are giving mortgage loan, it's very extremely important that some bank official, on behalf of the advocate who is advising the bank, or from the bank itself, somebody goes there, physically checks the apartment which is being mortgaged or the property which is being mortgaged, whether that particular property is in the possession of the borrower. It could be possible, he must have given it on lease to somebody. There could be some dispute between them. There are tremendous number of frauds which is happening. So it's very important that every person whom you are giving a mortgage loan or a home loan or a business loan, please check for the physical presence of the property there on the location. Not only that, please also check for the correctness of the property ownership. There have been many frauds done this way. They show somebody else's property as their own property, and then they produce the document, impersonation. These things also happen. Now there are two things. If a particular borrower has got money, bank can enforce SARFAESI Act and recover the money. What if the borrower is not having money? He's a pauper, let us say. He's a bankrupt guy. These things happen. These things happen. In one of my cases, I will give you a very good example. Now, this is a completely different case, but very interesting case.
Hmm.
This one particular school,
Hmm.
okay, they were on a rental basis in a trust property.
Hmm.
Okay, now the owners of the trust
Hmm.
have got huge property in Pune.
Hmm.
Okay, now this property, these trust people raised money.
Hmm.
Okay, from the bank, not trust people, the school people
Hmm.
raised money from the bank loan,
Okay.
okay, mortgage loan, by showing the property.
Hmm.
But after taking the loan, something went wrong, they did not pay the money, and then banks came ahead to take the possession of the entire school, where more than 600 students are studying, school
Wow.
going. Yeah, it's a running school, very
Hmm.
serious situation.
Hmm.
But bank is hell bent on taking over the property. Okay,
Hmm.
so fortunately one of my senior advocate friend called me, and we went and we got a stay against the
Hmm.
bank. You know what was the point here?
Hmm.
Any property which belongs to a trust, if it is
Hmm.
given as a on a lease to any school, okay, and that school
Hmm.
is raising a loan on the property, then charity commissioner's approval is a must. Bankers did
Hmm.
not get the charity commissioner approval, gone, they don't have a case. Now they are trying to settle the matter.
Hmm.
So these things are very important, very small things. What was required is to seek the nod of the charity commissioner before granting the loan. But they did
Hmm.
not do it. They granted the loan, and the loan ran into dispute. NPA was declared, and then bank invoked SARFAESI, and they went to take
Hmm.
over the possession of the school without realizing that 600 students who are studying in the school,
Hmm.
their education will be at stake. Na? Just because you
Right.
are a blunder, you cannot punish the innocent
Hmm.
students and the parents. So now that is going
Hmm.
on. So these are the things which the bank advocate should keep it in mind. Look at the status of the property. Plus, there is one more
Hmm.
angle here. See, if any
Hmm.
property which is tenanted property, okay, on that banks should not give
Hmm.
loan easily, because tenanted property,
Hmm.
there is no certainty about the ownership. See, in
Hmm.
Maharashtra, I will tell
Right.
you, if I'm in Maharashtra,
Hmm.
Mumbai, in Mumbai, Maharashtra, there is an act which is specially made for the protection of tenants.
Hmm.
Maharashtra Rent Control Act 1999.
Hmm.
Under this act, the
Hmm.
tenants are protected. You cannot evict the tenants
Hmm.
just like that until unless there has been some serious breach of
Hmm.
tenancy agreement by the tenants. You cannot evict the tenants from their house. All right. So
Okay.
there is a tenancy right created,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
many a cases banks don't look into these aspects, especially I would say from the advocate's point of view. If I'm a
Hmm.
banker, I'm an advocate of a bank or a financial institution, I should look into these things before granting any big ticket loan. I should look whether the property is in ownership, whether it is on lease, or it is a tenanted property, or it is
Hmm.
a trust property. As I said, if it is a trust property, then you must seek permission from the charity commissioner having the
Hmm.
jurisdiction in the area. Without
Hmm.
a charity commissioner's permission, you cannot grant loan.
Hmm.
That is a mandate. Huh? Mandate means
Hmm.
it is compulsory. If you give it, it is your mistake. Then you cannot enforce SARFAESI proceedings and try to evict them. Then you are barred. You cannot
Right.
do it. So these things are very important. Plus, as I said, intimation of mortgage about the property.
Hmm.
Bankers should compulsorily intimate the sub registrar once the mortgage is created. All right. Plus, if they want to invoke the SARFAESI, then there is a registration of property with the SARSAI authorities, central registry. They're called as
Hmm.
central registry. These
Hmm.
things are compulsory. If you don't do it, then there is a way out for unscrupulous borrow. I mean, what do you call scrupulous borrowers who want to cheat the bank. There are many people. There are people who
Hmm.
they take loan with the intention of cheating the bank. So
Hmm.
you should be very careful about them.